Well, hello everyone. This is Royce Ann at Serenity Journals with you today. I wanted to show you part of the reason that I haven't been on video in quite a while is besides work, I've been working on this major lap book. I made a little extra folio because it won't fit in here, so I'll set it to the side right now. But this is major. Let me find my ruler over here. Okay. This one is about 6 1/4 wide. It's approximately, 9 1/2 inches tall. The spine width is somewhere between 2 and 2 1/4 to the soft edge. And she is a thick puppy. She also has an enclosed side on her. And get her in frame good. I did this one. It says, "Adventure awaits you. Travel the world over to find the beautiful." And so I just kind of framed that on the front. I have painted 2 books that I used to make this with, 2 book covers. And then I had found some green burlap that I frayed the edges and put on here. And then there's a lot of copper studs on here looking like it holds everything on. And then I framed the mushrooms in the middle. We've got a little I'm not sure what you call those, but it sticks up. And I put some really good elastic string on here with a circle and a little key. And what you do is you pull that over, and that holds the store closed. So let me show you the whole thing first. This is the front. This is the side, the spine. This is the back. And this is the closed mouth on her. Okay. Make sure I'm in good frame. Alright, let's open her up and see what we've got. By the way, I want to give a lot of credit to, if any of y'all know her, Nick the Booksmith. That's the name of her YouTube account, and I watched her and got all kinds of ideas from learning from her. So I want to make sure that she gets credit for getting me to this point. Okay, when you unlock that, the drawer pops open, and then you can replace this if you want to, but I've just put some of the paper in the inside of this pen. And this is a piece of leather with the brads on it. And so you can keep your favorite pen there. Like I said, this drops down out of the way, so now it opens up the book. And I'm going to flip you open and try to stay in frame. Alright, this is the first part that opens up. Now, these cards, I made it very shallow here to not encourage you to. Now, you can take them out and add something else in there if you'd like to, but I want you to realize that on these cards, they do slide out the top of each one here, but these are real dried foliage, and if you keep pulling them in and out, you're going to end up tearing them up because they are behind the clear plastic here, but they are fragile. So be very careful if you take them out. And if you want to take them out and replace them with something else, you can use the card to give you a guide for cutting something else you want to put in there instead. But I just thought those were lovely. And I'm using some pink, a little bit of coffee dyeing on this pink ticking. I thought it really just went well with this. Okay, we'll move it over again so I can keep you in frame. Now this front page folds out. And then in here we have lots of pockets. And got more mushrooms, and these are from a book I have on nature. And you've got a little picture here, a washi stamp, little Tim Holtz, more butterflies, some information about them. And here we've got hybrid tea roses, information on them, another washi stamp, another piece of Tim Holtz paper. And down here you have a butterfly card, vegetables, and this one says Scott's Roses. And there's another sticker, and then I made a little pocket right here for this stuff. But I thought that turned out cute. Okay, and then here on this page you've got a little pull-out card here. Another washi stamp with some mushrooms, and then you've got another little card down here. And in this first pocket here, just some ephemera that I've made. But I wanted to keep it all nature themed and look like you had gathered all of this from years of working on collecting it all. And then I just love this background paper behind all of it. But that's that part. Okay, then you flip it one more time. Bring it back over this way, and then here you've got two gusseted pockets. These I made to look like specimen slides, but they're actually made onto the cover. I've got a little of the Velcro on here, and these pockets are gusseted pretty good. And then I've made a card that slides in here. And then if you want to take this out, you can pull it out here and replace it with something else. But they have acetate windows on them. Then right here is a little pocket. It's got a little specimen window in it with some acetate. Of course, only when you're on camera do things not slide in and out like they're supposed to. And then here is a cutout, a punch out that I layered over a darker color. And here's the little pieces that I punched out and used over here. And here's another specimen window, like I said. And then there's another little pocket over here that echoes the one above it. It's got a butterfly in it. And like I said, you can replace any of this stuff you would like to. And then this part opens up, and it's just like the other one. It's a deep pocket, and it's gusseted. And you can do the same thing with this one. You can take out what's in here. I don't have it in there straight. Straighten it up. But you can change it all out, and it does have acetate on the front, and it Velcros closed. Okay, I'm going to slide her over some more. Try to keep you in focus in the window. Okay, this part I took this idea off of people I've seen, like 49 Dragonflies. She does tab binding, but I took the tab binding to a little different level. What I did was, and well, first I'll show you. This tag is in this acetate window here, goes in there, and you unwind this, and when you open it up, you can slide this out because there is a gap in my binding where it gives you some movement. So I have it where it slides this way, and it'll stay that way when you close it up like that. But when you take it out, then you have a little give here and there. So anyway, this is the first page. I'm going to slide it down a little bit so I can show you that there is a very long card in this pocket. When you open it up, well, first, and there's a pocket on the side, the first one. Okay, and then this is a tuck spot. I've got a couple of Tim Holtz ephemera cards in here. I love this background paper. I think I bought it at Hobby Lobby. And I made little specimen to look like little specimen slides here. On this page, you've got two little pockets, envelopes that are glued down, and they have little cards in them, and you just tuck this behind the big circle. And then there's another one here with another card. And I handmade these envelopes to fit. Got a little field label here. My background paper. There's a little stamping here and there. And then in the side here, you've got two little Tim Holtz ephemera cards. That fit in these two pockets. And then you fold it over. And on this side, you've got an acetate window. And you've got this card, which is a Tim Holtz one. Okay, and then you also have a top slider. Got a long one in the top here. I have to tell you, this book was so much fun to make, but it took a long time, and I tore some stuff apart and put it back together as I learned as I went. So sometimes your end goal takes you a few tries to get to where you really wanted it to be, and I was finally very satisfied with it. I'm actually very proud of it. It's my first full-blown Lapbook. And of course, when I do things, I have to take it to the top level that I can get it to. So in here, you've got a built-in pocket that's inside behind these pages with another Tim Holtz card. That slides down in there. And I've got a little piece of hanging file folder here I use to make little pockets. And I made this little card, and this one is a Tim Holtz one. And then this one I made, and of course this one is a Tim Holtz one. And a little more stamping here and there. And then this one folds over. And then you've got another inside pocket here with a little window to it. That card. The rest of this is doesn't come off. And then here I did a little bitty belly band on the front of an envelope. So you've got a piece of vellum, some stamping. And of course this is an envelope. So inside that envelope, you put it in ephemera, and then behind the envelope is another pocket for another piece of ephemera. And some stamping and some washi stamps. And then this side here is, do this, and flip these up, and then I made 2 gusseted flaps here to keep the papers from sliding out from under it. So it holds everything in there. There's the background page. And it's got some different pieces of ephemera in here. And some more pages from that book. This is Places for Studying Birds in the United States. And you've got some butterfly information. And then you have another piece of vellum with some plants and information on them. Just close those 2 in, that one down. And then just do the figure 8. That keeps all that nice and tight. And here on the last page of this part, there's a little tuck spot right here in the front. And that holds this piece. And then there's a tuck spot behind here. And that holds all of these pieces. That one opens up, yeah. And it shows the birds where their migration is, about their eggs. I just thought all of that just looked so perfect with this. And then put you back. And then here is a large journaling card. It goes in the very back of it. Okay, and you can close all this up, slide it this way where it's tight, and that keeps it perfectly there. And then on to our next part, which I couldn't resist. I can't make a lapbook without having at least a space for a journal, because it's all about the journals to me. So what I did is I came up with this idea. Is I put 2 of these long stud things like I showed you was on the front of the book. Excuse me. And what I did is you find the middle of the journal, and this is a thick, good elastic band. It's thicker. It's not that cheap kind, which you can always replace it if you'd rather have a tie or something else. However you want it. But the way I did it is it hooks around this one, hooks around that one, which makes it stay in place, but also makes it easy to remove it where you can use it or take it with you. But this part of the little journal in here, I've sewn all around it. It's made from an old hanging file folder, but it is 8.5 inches tall, about 5 inches wide, and it's just, you know, one single signature in here, so it's not very thick. It is, well, if I let it loose, if I let it just relax, then it's got probably at least a 2-inch mouth on it, but it will close down to about 1/2 inch or so. But I made her to go a little bit along with the front, kind of the same concept, except this is an envelope here, and I made a fold out journaling card. It fits in the front pocket and just adds to the decorations, and it says "Embrace the Journey" down here. And then on the back, it's a piece of vellum, and I've got a little journaling card on there. But I kept the front part blank so it would enhance the vellum print and not take away from it. And I've got destination printed on the back. And it's just a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. And I use a waxed braided thread so it's not going anywhere. On the inside of this one, there's the inside pocket here, but it's open on this side so you can slide things in and out that way if you need to. I just think that makes it easier. Got a little tag that I made and colored. And there's a little journaling card. And another one. And these come from a book that I have purchased. All those fit in there. Got some stamping on some coffee dyed papers that I have collected. Got a little tab here. There's a little journaling card I made. And some ephemera. And old expense report page. Some stamping and washi stamp. Over here you've got a little fake postcard. A little stamping here and here. Plenty of journaling writing space. Here and here. Some project paper. This size pocket. A bit of ephemera in it. More journaling pages. I wanted to give you plenty of writing room, since most of the rest of it was embellishing, but you can write on the back of just about everything that I put in the rest of the Lapbook. Made a little, folded that over and made a little tuck spot of that ledger paper. This is an envelope that is sewn in, and you just slide out from under there, and you've just got some coffee dyed Rolodex, a sticker, some coffee dyed note papers, and a piece of an old ledger. There's plenty of things to write on and write with into a coffee dyed envelope. You just tuck that under there. Okay, more writing space. Butterflies, more coffee dyed writing space. A little tab there, a little pocket on this side. Some ephemera in it. More ledger, coffee dyed, stamping. Another envelope. And some more coffee dyed writing papers. A bit of ephemera. More for your field notes. And then a little card that I made and sewed around. Into a coffee dyed envelope. Just tuck that end right under there. It stays closed. Decorated this side. More writing paper. Got a piece of vellum with butterflies on it. Stamping. Tuck spot made on the ledger page. Washi sticker. More mushrooms and mushrooms on vellum. That in there. A little tab here on the side. More journaling space. I tried not to over embellish this one. So, decorations on that side. Another envelope. Lots of bits and pieces. Another little postcard. More journaling. Pocket. More plants on vellum. And even gave you a little coffee stained map of North America. Lots of embellishing. Back side of that project paper. And I took this piece of vellum and just made it a flip out where you still have plenty of writing. Of course, more writing space. More of my old coffee dyed papers. Here's another little pocket, a little card that I made. A piece of ephemera. I couldn't back everything I put in there like this. You know, some of these pieces are not backed with, you know, a hard card because I have to be careful how thick I get it because you're limited on it being able to close. It can't be a gator mouth. So some stamping here and here's the back page. Some stamping that I did. A card with a tab on it. Did a little sanding on the edges. And then this one with the moth. And that fits in the back pocket. And bees. And that closes her up. And I already showed you this part. So what you do is when you're through with it is you just find the middle. I put her down like that. Put that over that part. Clip this part over here. Close this up. It's out of your way. And then in here, this is a really thick, it's gusseted first here on the outside. There's a tiny little pocket here. Got a little bitty card in it I made. And just tuck that behind the circle here. Got lots of little embellishments on it. And then in the side of it here is you've got two little cards you can pull out. Makes it a little tuck spot, but it clears your flap here. So, and I'll do this. This opens up. And inside here is a little bitty folio. Mushrooms. And inside it's full of more ephemera. I'm not going to take everything out. Tim Holtz, writing paper, all on an old ledger sheet in the background. Little tucks on each side here. And close it up. There's an envelope on the back, and it's got a big map in it. But I thought it turned out really cute. That goes in this pocket. Of course, it's gusseted, so you can see, if I can lift it up, how much it's gusseted on the side. You've got plenty of room if you want to add something else in there. Except, this folio that I made, if I put it in there, it's too thick, then it means something else is going to have to come out. Okay, so now move this way so I can flip this out. And here we are. Here is on this side, you've got two gusseted envelopes. Open up. And inside, got butterfly, I've got it closed with a paper clip. You open it up, there's a pocket inside with some more ephemera in it. Close it up, little Tim Holtz paper clip holds it all together. There's in here, and these are gusseted. We have room. And then also there is acetate on here to make it look like a slide, a specimen slide. And this one is just like that one. And there is some more ephemera in here also. Some more writing space. And the moth stamped on it. And then another little specimen window. Gusseted with a deep pocket. And the other great thing is these are Velcroed, where you can take them off. And you can just line them up and put them back on. So if you need to take them off for any reason, you can. It's just the clear Velcro dots back here to hold them down. Okay, now this part, these, there is lots and lots of interactive parts of this one. So these are the little close-up pockets that actually are a box. And then I've made some little specimen cards to go in here with writing space on the back. And in this one, lift it out. And there is 4 in this one. But the nice thing is if you want to take these cards out and you want to do your own specimen collecting, then you can also take these off, take it with you, and fill it up. But they are Velcroed on also. All right. And that is the Lapbook, which closes up like that. You just clip this over there, and there she is. And then I made a little extra folio here. I just wrapped it with some string. Right here you have a little pocket in here. Then there is a pocket here. Big journaling card on it. And then this opens backwards. Opens this way. And here's a pocket. And this is a little bag. Card on the back. I made the Rolodex card I made into a pocket. It's a piece of ephemera from Tim Holtz ephemera there. And then inside is some butterflies. Put back in. Got a little Tim Holtz paper clip on that. Got the frogs on the outside. Some coffee dyed appointment papers. And over here you've got a corner tuck. And here is 2, and that's a Tim Holtz one, and then one that I made. All that tucks right in there. it out again. And down this side is an envelope with a pocket that I just pulled the card out of. It's a little bag with a pocket on the back and 2 pieces of ephemera there. And then inside the bag is a piece of vellum printed on. And all of that slips right in there. And you've got a little tiny belly band here with a itty bitty tag. And over here, this is a pocket. And it's got several pieces of ephemera in it, along the same lines of what's in the book. And now this part flips up. And got some more ephemera here, some bugs. And then down here, we have 2 pockets. This one is an envelope. And it's full of quite a few goodies in here. We've got Tim Holtz card and some moths and butterflies. Put those back there. This one in the tuck spot. Close that down. Close this up. Close that up. And then this just ties around it. I'll deal with that again in a minute. But there she is. If you're interested in her, she is up for sale. She is in my Etsy shop. And I will link the link to this in my Etsy shop in the description below. And I would love if you would like, comment, share. I appreciate y'all very much. I love being part of this junk journal world, and so I thank you very much for watching, and I hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Thank you. Bye-bye.